What is up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at how to trade and why it's honestly like the easiest thing to do and to start always winning your lane. Now, I've always said that if you can win your lane, that's the biggest thing to help you climb. And well, if you do this right, then this is how you win your lane. A lot of you might already know this kind of thing, but I guarantee you that you don't think about it enough and you aren't proactive in doing it. This is honestly what I think is the biggest difference between a silver player and a platinum player. Now, there are three big things to trading, right? Working out how you do it in that matchup, and then there are the two ways of actual trading using cooldowns and minions. The first thing is always working out how you want to trade, and you can just do this in the loading screen of your games. Now, while you wait for that one guy who takes forever, you have at least a minute, probably longer, to think about how that lane will go. Right now, you're probably just wasting that time. You're either tabbed out on Reddit, Facebook, with your hands down your pants, I don't know, whatever you do is your business. What you really should be doing though is just sitting there working out the matchup and working out what you need to do. To give you an idea of what I mean, we're going to be looking at this Caitlyn versus Lucian matchup. So Caitlyn is more auto attack based, but her Q really hurts as well, so those are her two ways of trading. Lucian is a little different. He's more ability based, meaning that he wants to snipe you with his Q, follow up with his passive, and then dive in for a kill when you're low enough. Now, this is pretty easy to work out on a very basic level, even if you don't know the matchup, by knowing what they max first. Whatever they max first will do the most damage, so that's likely what they'll use to trade and what you need to dodge. So that's the matchup, right? And that is the first thing, but now this is how you turn knowing that into winning your lane. The first simple way is abusing cooldowns. Now, this is something that is really obvious and won't surprise you, but you most likely just don't think about it in game. So in this matchup, if Lucian uses his Q to push the wave, then that's his main damage source on cooldown, and it means that he can't use it on you if you go in for a fight. That is your ideal time to pick a fight, when they don't have their main damage source and they can't use it on you. Now, this cooldown based trading is what you will use most of the time in top and mid lane as well. If they ever use their abilities to push the wave, then they don't have them to use on you, and that's the time you want to pick a fight. An example that is pretty simple is Ahri using her Q or her charm. Now, if those are on cooldown, you can walk up to her and there's nothing she can do to you, so you get free damage onto her or at least force her away from the wave. So that is cooldown based trading in a nutshell. And minion based is a little different, a little harder, and it revolves more around auto attacks. The whole idea is that when one of your minions is going to die, then the enemy AD is looking at that minion, he wants to CS it, so he's going to move forward, attack it, and you're going to give him a little slap while he does. So when he's doing this, it means that firstly, he's looking at that CS and he's not looking at you and what you're doing anyway. The second thing is you are forcing him to choose between the CS and you. So either he gets that CS and he takes an auto attack which he can't return, or he misses the CS and he auto attacks you back. Either way he loses in this trade. He either loses gold or health, and it's the perfect way of getting ahead, especially because most people greed for that CS so bad that they end up taking the damage for free. The biggest thing that you're going to have to get used to is really just farming and trading at the same time. Like, you don't really want to lose your CS for doing it, so you have to manage the time properly. This is an example of what I mean. So while I'm in this lane, I'm watching my minion's health as well as everything else, so I know when he's going to come forward to try and CS. So watch here as this minion is getting low, and I position myself so that I can hit him if he does end up trying to take it. He walks forward, he gets it, but I auto attack him and I punish him for it. It might not look like a ton of damage right now, but you do that a few times and you'll get complete control of the lane. You force him to stand back and then you get to free farm. So there's two final things that I think are important to bear in mind, and the first thing is that minion based trading is also a really good way of landing your skill shots, because the enemy will stand in a really predictable place to CS that minion. If you start to combine your auto attacks and abilities with minion based trading, then that is really how you start to stomp a lane. So the second thing is that when you auto attack someone using this, you're most likely going to have to move up and end up attracting the attention of nearby enemy minions. The thing is, you don't really want to get too greedy and chase the enemy AD, otherwise you'll end up taking any damage he throws back at you while also taking all the aggro from the minions, and it will just kind of cancel out the advantage you get. So that wraps up trading in a nutshell. There's the three parts: knowing your matchup, so don't play with yourself in champion select and just work it out. Instead, you use your cooldown based trading and your minion based trading. Hope you guys found it useful, and as always, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video.